First of all, a very, very happy Baisakhi to everyone, particularly our Sikh and Punjabi friends. We sincerely hope that you have an amazing time with friends and family. The team here at Defy will be doing a series of videos on resistance training. These videos will basically look at how you can perform resistance training with different types of equipment. We'll basically be starting with a home workout, so something you can do with simply a resistance band. From that we'll move on to training with weights at home, and then we'll finish off the series with a simple workout in the gym. Now, this is something that quite a few of you have asked for. Quite a few of you have said that you either don't enjoy going to a gym, you don't have a lot of equipment at home, or you're looking to get started but you're not sure about what to do. That's really who these videos are aimed for. If you are an intermediate or advanced level trainer and you have been going to the gym for a while, these series of videos may have concepts that you find useful, but it's probably not going to be as beneficial to you as somebody who is looking to start their journey. Now, in this particular episode, what we wanted to focus on was the importance of resistance training. Why should you be doing resistance training? So before we get into the movements and the types of movements that you could be doing, we thought it was important to look at why resistance training may add value to your life. There is often the misconception that resistance training is simply done for aesthetic purposes. There are a lot of people who go to the gym because they want to look better, but I find that's one of the beneficial side effects of resistance training. There are a lot more reasons why people do resistance training. One of these reasons is when we want to lose fat, the body goes into a state where it becomes catabolic, right? So it starts taking energy from anywhere and everywhere it can find. And one of these places is your muscles. So quite often when people are trying to lose fat, they end up losing a lot of muscle. And that's not great because muscle serves a lot more than just aesthetic purposes. Muscle is needed to support your body's frame. Muscle is important in preventing injuries. It's important in just about everything you do. So a lot of times people end up going through a fat loss phase and come out of it a lot weaker. Resistance training provides stimulus to your body to hold on to some of that muscle and to take the energy from stored fat. A lot of you I know play sports, and the most important thing you enjoy about your activity is participating in a sport. Resistance training can be a great way to ensure that you're not getting injured. Injury prevention, by having more muscle mass supporting a particular joint, like your knee. So working on your quad muscles. It can be a great way to avoid issues with, I'm not saying you're not going to get injured if you do resistance training, right? A lot of people do end up getting injured because of the movements they do. But resistance training done the right way can help reduce injuries. The other reason that isn't often talked about is sarcopenia. So sarcopenia is where through aging the body starts to lose a considerable amount of muscle. Doing resistance training, it doesn't completely stop that process, but it can help slow it down. It's particularly relevant because a lot of you may have grandparents or parents who have fallen, and what may seem like an obscure fall has led to hip surgery or broken legs, broken arms. This is because as we age, there isn't enough muscle to support these joints, and the bones end up bearing a lot of the load. So I hope what we've convinced you of there is that there are more reasons to be doing resistance training than simply aesthetics. Now, there are a lot of ways to do resistance training. You would have seen some of Oliver's videos where he's mainly working out with his body. That is a form of resistance, right? I enjoy the more typical workout you see in a gym where you've got weights on a bar or you've got dumbbells and you do a set and then you have a break and then you do a set again and you have a break and then you do another movement. We spoke to Adam a little while ago. Adam enjoys CrossFit, which is basically a combination of the two methods where the intensity is quite high up. The loads they're quite heavy, but you don't have as much rest in between. Basically, these are three very different protocols, but they all involve resistance. They all involve a stimulus to your muscles. And the purpose of these videos over the coming weeks is to give you another tool. That's all it is. If you find that you are already enjoying what you're doing, right, stick with it. There is no reason to make a drastic change. In closing off this video, we'll just talk about the training pyramid that Eric Helms put out a while ago. Right at the bottom of this pyramid. Now, you can speak about this pyramid at length, and on YouTube, Eric Helms has an entire series where he goes through and talks about the training pyramid. But right at the bottom of this pyramid is adherence. If you are enjoying what you're doing, if you feel that you're going to stick with it, keep doing it. There's no reason to drastically change to some of the movements that we'll be talking about in the coming series. However, if you find that you're not sure or you're not enjoying things and you're not sure exactly what you should be doing, then there is definitely value in keeping tuned over the coming weeks. On a closing note, guys, the most important thing is to ensure you don't get injured while doing exercise. So apply a bit of sensibility, apply a bit of caution, right? If you find the movement hurts, don't do it. Injuries are simply not worth it. There is nothing that is going to derail your training as much as injuries will. There we have it. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon.